Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love in General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you identify as Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and that's your sun, moon, or rising sign, these messages can apply to you. And this is for February the 21st through the 23rd, 2020. So I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. If you want to book your personal reading, payments and orders are collected on Fridays, so make sure you have that info, hopefully in advance. I mean, if you just get it on Friday, that's fine too, because I think sometimes there's some confusion. So as long as you are able to put your payment in on Friday before the end of day, your time is fine. Now, if you want to reach me by phone, it's a different process, so be sure to subscribe so that you can get the notifications of when I'm taking live calls. So let's get started here. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the star. We have judgment. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. We have the King of Wands. We have the Devil. We have the Four of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. All right, so central issue here is that I feel like there's a need to deal with past issues. I feel that there's some unfinished business between in a love situation. There could be some sort of unfinished business between you and another person, or maybe even like a friendship. And I feel that you also could be unaware that someone is reaching out to you, or someone is trying to get your attention, or you are the one doing this and maybe someone has not yet acknowledged, or maybe someone is unaware of the fact that you've been trying to get their attention. Now it also looks like someone is being very, very vocal, very honest about what they're thinking or what they're feeling, even maybe what someone is planning on doing. It looks like something looks like a broadcast, and this even looks like that old movie. I just looked at it for the first time. Like, I've never looked at the movie Say Anything with John Cusack. But it's called Say Anything, and there's this scene where he's like he's outside the girl's bedroom window, and he's like playing a song for her in, like, I guess like a modern day serenade. So this is what it looks like. Someone is being serenaded by someone's truth. So either someone is speaking words, or someone is playing music, or just even intertwining their thoughts and feelings into a speech or something. I feel like someone is putting it out there. They're speaking their truth. And I do feel like there is like a lot of honesty that is being spoken. So someone is definitely trying to be very vocal and transparent. Now, spiritually, I feel that some of you are like trying to find your calling, or your spirit guides maybe trying to get your attention. I feel like for some of you that have gone through things, yes, it makes you a healer. So I feel like there may be a need for you to put your energy out into the universe some type of way, so that you can help uplift other people. So you could have gone through certain things in order to raise the consciousness of people. This looks like consciousness being raised, and it looks like people being inspired. I feel like you may be there's a need for you to uplift people. And then by you just overall having unconditional love for yourself, forgiving yourself, like, you may be unaware that that energy helps and supports the collective. So I feel like you should continue working on yourself, loving yourself, and then also sending love to other people, regardless of what's going on, forgiving people for the things that they have done to you, and forgiving yourself for, past experiences. So overall, I feel like there is like good energy being put out into the universe. I also feel that the star is here to remind you that the things that you've asked for, prayed for, will come into fruition. It's like something may happen that restores your faith. Maybe you get you see some sort of synchronicity, or you see some sort of huge sign in the universe, and it just kind of confirms that your efforts are not unnoticed. So I feel like maybe there's, if you've been feeling impatient, just to continue to be patient, because this is an indication that something will manifest, or it has really looks like it's already been manifesting, because this looks like some past energy to me. I feel like there is a need to heal past wounds. And I saw like this posting one time, and it really resonated with me. I don't know how true it is, but if it resonates with me, then I like to share it. But it said something about, by you working on yourself and healing yourself in this lifetime, you are basically healing generational curses and patterns. So people that come forward after you, the seeds that you bear, or just period in general, people that come through you in the future won't have to suffer or go through the things that you've gone through. So I liked that post, and I thought it resonated, so I wanted to share that, and I kind of got that energy from this. Now, I also see a situation where there is this distance between people. I feel like someone's been praying or wishing on a shooting star, and they're like, are my dreams going to manifest? Like, when is it happening? And there's this sense of anticipation. Now, you might be anticipating to hear a response, especially if you have put yourself out there. Like maybe you are anticipating a response. I do feel that either you have seen something that someone put out there on the internet, any type of social media platform, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any type of social media platform. If you have put a message out there for someone to see, I feel like this person has seen the message. Or someone put something out there for you to see, and you've seen it, and now you're just kind of processing it or trying to see how you want to follow up. Now, it also looks like distance. There could be distance. I don't know if you've been doing some sort of internet dating, or if you're just in a long distance relationship, if someone's away on business. But it looks like in a love relationship, there could be distance, or maybe it's not literal distance, but you guys are giving each other's space. But I feel like regardless, there is still a supply of love being delivered or sent out. I feel that something is going on that is going to inspire you to pursue your dreams or your passions, or you are doing these things. And that doesn't just have to be romantically, but I feel like someone is being inspired to follow through with something. You could be dealing with any sign. Could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Someone could also be fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be Capricorn. Yeah, those are the ones that are standing out. Now, I see something intensifying. Someone's desires or attraction is becoming intensified at some point. It's like someone is starting to want something really, really bad, or want someone really, really bad. Something seems to be like temptation. It's like an intense feeling that is developing. You also may be attracting you may be attracting people who need help. And I know most of you don't like that. And I get it. It's frustrating. It's like, I'm tired. What about me? I need help. Um, when is someone going to help me? But if you are a healer and you embrace your role as a healer, I personally feel like it makes it easier. Don't get me wrong, I still feel like there will be times where you want to quit or you're tired, which is this also something, your faith being replenished. That's why I feel like sometimes unseen forces have to step in when they know that you're getting weak or low or losing it. Sometimes you feel like you've reached rock bottom, and it's just like you don't know what your rock bottom is, but when you reach it, I feel like, outside forces will intervene and send down blessings for you, or give you something to quench your thirst. I don't want to say pacify you, although sometimes it could be. But I just feel like at some point it's like, okay, let's send something down. But what I was getting here is that it looks like there is someone, this is like an energy that is vampirish, needy, thirsty. And this is, she looks like she is more motherly or mature or nurturing about the situation because she owns who she is. She's comfortable. To me, that's what this nudity is representing as well. Someone who is completely comfortable in their role and what they are sent here to do. Maybe somebody is a healer and they're pretending that they're just a sleep human. And it's like, no, your consciousness has been awakened. You don't get to live a comfortable human life anymore. Like, you have big responsibilities now. You are looking out for humanity and people in need. And, maybe certain people come into your life and you are meant to help or assist people and bring them up, raise their consciousness. Speaking of, I meant to share this video. I keep forgetting. And I want to send it both on my Instagram and YouTube. It's really a very long video. I haven't even finished it. But just the first, I think, 5-10 minutes of it is just so empowering to me about divine feminine and divine masculine. And she broke down a story of Osiris. Oh God, here I go, gooping. Osiris and Set and Isis, I think it's Isis. Well, anyway, Set was jealous of Osiris and Isis, and so he basically kind of did something and set them apart. And so the pieces, basically the story was saying that your divine masculine has been scattered, but he's, part of you. So you're going out searching for your divine masculine. And I don't know, those of you that follow me on Instagram, it's funny, the day I saw that video was right after I had posted some stuff about feeling like I was in broken pieces searching for myself. And it talked about that in the story. I'm gonna share it because I'm not doing it justice, because she studies that stuff all the time, so she knows her stuff. I don't know it 100%. I just read certain things and it sticks with me, and I'm like, oh, I love that. I'm gonna have to share it. But her name is the Sheer Star Goddess, and I'm going to share that video. But she also was talking about how women don't want to uphold the divine masculine, how women are like, I don't have time for him if he's not going to be there for me. And no, I get it to a certain extent. But then when you do look at it from a higher perspective, it's like you have to learn how to help without getting bitter, or remaining calm in situations that are tumultuous. Instead of, and it's really always about yourself. Like the more secure you are with yourself, you know how you can handle certain situations instead of pushing them away. You know, you won't be so quick. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling anybody to stay in anything that is abusive. I always feel like when something is too much for you to bear, then you should know that, yes, get rid of that energy. If you still feel like someone is your divine half, but they're too toxic for you, then, you know, there does need to be periods where you separate and put unconditional love out there for them that way. Because you always need to take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't help anybody. So you always have to put yourself first. You always have to make sure you're emotionally happy, healthy, spiritually healthy, you know, so focus on you. Always keep you. If you feel like someone starts to pull down your energy too much, yes, cut it off, take some time or take a break. And I feel like this is her giving her assistance to this energy, trying to bring this energy, help this energy come out of this space of darkness and fear. And she also has to understand when not to let someone take advantage. She is like, she to me has to keep balance with her supply. It's like, I know my boundaries. Like I can supply this much. My resources are unlimited, but I'm not going to give you everything. I'm not going to let you drain me empty. So that's just kind of what I'm getting. And those of you that are vampire fans, and you've ever seen Interview with the Vampire, and the part where they keep like these people around who they don't actually turn into a vampire, nor do they kill them, but they keep them around and they feed off of them, and it's like they have to cut them off. So it's like someone who's in between both worlds, kind of like. That's what these two images are reminding me. It's like you can feed someone so much and then have to disconnect and cut it off, and you know, because you don't really help anyone by spoiling them 100% either. So now also, if this is not about being with anyone, yes, you can still apply this for yourself. This can be about you just uplifting yourself if you feel like you have reached some sort of low. But because the devil always indicates some sort of imbalance to me. It's something that is imbalanced, it's excessiveness, it's overindulgence, and that can be in overindulgence in spirituality. You know, somebody meditating all damn day long, like, you need to learn how to live balanced. You know, your bills not getting paid, you're getting stinky. You know, there has to be a balance here. So this is an indication that something has become imbalanced or excessive. Whether it is your energy or someone that you're dealing with, or your job or your work situation, and you have to take breaks from that. And I do feel like something is going to be successful. This may be taking some sort of successful, like moving on successfully from something that was toxic. Or this can even be, to me, establishing something, establish the success of establishing some sort of foundation or boundaries with yourself or with someone. Now I'm seeing a couple of things here. So I feel like the goal is to establish stability in your life, financial stability, sustainability, relationship stability, your home life, maybe work-life balance. So I feel like this is finally getting that. It's like this is where you can finally breathe. You can relax. So something is happening where I feel like you've reached some sort of milestone or had some sort of breakthrough, and you get to kind of rest. It's like, okay, finally I get to rest for a minute. Because you've established something in your life. And now I feel like the trick though is to keep something balanced, because it looks like again something starts shifting or shaking, and it's difficult. Something is difficult to keep in place. Like the foundation of something seems like it still gets shaky or is faulty. So if it's not a solid foundation, or if you keep trying to build on something that's unstable, it's going to keep falling apart every time there's a tower moment. Or the tower moment is so that something can fall apart, you can rebuild, you can see, oh, what did I leave out, what's the missing ingredient, what didn't go right. And so you are having to use that to reestablish something or to fix it. But it does look like something is a bit shaky. This also looks like something is going on where it's a struggle to maintain a long distance relationship. It gets difficult at times. You may need to make some sort of difficult decision or choices. I also feel like something's going on where someone keeps going back and forth. There's some sort of back and forth energy. I don't know if you're in some sort of on-off again relationship where someone's in your home, or you guys are spending time with each other, and then there's distance, and this is just ongoing. One minute somebody wants to be together, the next minute they want to go away. Someone also may be emotionally imbalanced, or mentally imbalanced. Someone may be struggling with communicating. It's like one minute it's like, yes, success, that was good communication, and then the next thing is like it's a struggle again. So I feel like when you're aware of things, you have more power. You are more in control because you're aware of problems and things that need to be addressed. I feel like it's when you don't know, or when you're unaware, or when you're putting the blame on other people is when things are more difficult. So always look at things as an opportunity to learn from. This also indicates a pattern, some sort of ongoing pattern. Something seems like it's like I got repeat offender. Some patterns are very hard to break. Some people can't help it. Wow. Yeah. Just like even a situation with a criminal, and some people are just addicted to, like the first time somebody goes to jail, they might be like, oh, I'm never doing that again. I learned my lesson. But then they still have the same friends that are like, hey, we found a way to do this, that, and the other. And it's like illegal, and it's just like you get that rush, and it's just like, okay, just one more time, maybe I won't get caught. And then it's just like you end up back in jail. And then this is like some sort of cycle. Like you keep saying you're going to quit something, but then it's like hard to break that cycle. So you might need to take some sort of assessment of something that you could be doing in your life that might cause triggers as well. Maybe something could be triggering you to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You have to address it. Now, if something is written in your birth chart, and like you went to an astrologer and it's just like, oh yeah, this is a karmic pattern, this planet and this sign aspecting this planet is something that causes you to do this, and it's just like, well, how can I stop it? You know, it's just more so about being aware of it and figuring out, okay, how do I work with it? How do I make this better then? So I don't think you can ever rid a bad habit. I feel like it's more about figuring out how to work with it or how to retrain yourself for something else. Just like if someone had an addiction to smoking or alcohol or anything else, and it's just like, it's in your birth chart that it says that you're going to have a habit of something or something is a pattern. I'll use the sign Pisces for instance. Let's say you got a planet in Pisces, maybe Jupiter, not Jupiter, whatever. I'm not going to think because I'm going to get too deep if I use a specific planet. Well, let's just say Pisces, for instance, is known for either escapism, spirituality, and it also is something that can indicate, yes, someone who does like to escape through drinking and drugging or whatever. So it's just like, damn, it's in my, I can't remove this planet from my birth chart or this placement that keeps making me want to escape. So what can I do about these drugs? Okay, then if you can, I know it's easier said than done, but find something else to channel. Like, what are you escaping from? What are you trying to run from? Okay, so maybe you can pick up running. Maybe you should start hiking. Maybe you should start, replace a bad habit with a better habit, I guess. Like, it's better, instead of smoking every day, would be better that if you felt triggered to start doing jumping jacks or exercise or running, so you get what I'm saying. So it's not, I feel like you can't necessarily remove something that is meant to occur or that's meant to play out for you, but you can transfer that energy into something else. So and then maybe some of you are sick and tired of these type of relationships and you're like, forget people, I'm just going to keep working on me. I feel like that's fine too. But I still say if something is meant to play out, then if it's not coming through romantically, you might find those certain situations keep popping up in your career, your work environment, or just your new friends. They might have some of those same patterns that a romantic partner could have, and either way, you just still have to learn how to work around it or deal with it. Okay, so let me look at the Three of Wands. I did not mean to talk that long, you guys. I was feeling something today, so so I kept talking. Let me look at the Three of Wands. Now, I see that some of you do have some sort of telepathy with somebody. You guys are tapped into each other's energies. You may have your eye on an air sign, or an air sign might have their eye on you. I feel like someone is waiting or anticipating a response, and it seems like nothing's happening. It's like someone is feeling ghosted, or like, okay, I guess that's silence means no. Yeah. Somebody is waiting for a response. Someone is, I feel that in a romantic situation, two people still care about each other, and two people are still attracted to each other. Someone is still very passionate about somebody else, but I feel that there's all this anticipation and periods of silence that are going to take place. And I also feel like the reason for the silence is because of someone's fear of abandonment. Someone is having trust issues that they need to confront. I feel like this is like the ghost of someone's past. Someone's being haunted. Now, someone might literally be feeling spiritually haunted, or maybe encountering visits from spirits. But I feel like this is talking about someone who this is more about being haunted by past fears of abandonment, trust, and things of that sort, mommy issues. And then literally, it looks like maybe something's going on with like, ooh, I mixed the cards up, with someone's baby's mom. I think there may be some sort of trouble with the baby's mom or the baby's father. I don't know what that is, but I just kind of feel like there could be some sort of issue with that. And then let me just kind of look at the Two of Pentacles, and then I'll do the energy cards. I hope I still have you guys' attention. Someone is trying to decide what to do. You might be trying to figure out, maybe you're also, like I was saying, it doesn't have to be romantic. You can apply that part to a job situation. Like maybe you're anticipating hearing back from a job, especially if you interview for something. But whatever the case is, I feel like the reason why you have not heard a response is because someone is waiting or thinking about something, waiting for something to be confirmed or finalized. I also sense a nervousness. There's someone wanting to approach you, or you're wanting to approach someone, but there's nervousness. And I feel like someone just needs to relax. Someone needs to view things differently or have a higher understanding before going forward. Excuse me, I almost got the image too of like unseen forces stopping you and making you think about something. Like you were on your way to do something, and then like a spiritual force comes down and traps you and hangs you up like, no, you need to think about something. We'll release you once you understand something. So maybe you were getting ready to do something and then spirit intervened. But on a mundane level, I feel like this is someone is more so nervous. They're very nervous. They're having anxieties. They are either listening to what other people are saying, or someone is just feeling helpless and feeling like I need help, or I need to be rescued, or, you know, I need someone to notice me. Someone is stuck in victim mode. Someone keeps getting stuck in victim mode. And that could also be some sort of repeat offender spiritual mistake. It's like you gotta get out of victim mode. You gotta take your power back and know who you are and what you came to do. Don't be a victim. So that's what I'm getting for that part. Let me look at the energy cards. All right, additional messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we have first chakra, Archangel Michael, storm warning, anxiety, and man holding a coin. So like I was saying about taking your power back, that is what this card is about. This indicates that you're needing to be spiritually grounded to do the type of work that you do. I mean, you have to be grounded in general for whatever it is that you're getting ready to move forward with. You have to be secure within yourself, because I feel like you're preparing yourself. There's a storm coming. meaning some sort of shakeup in your life. And this is very similar to the Tower. So I feel like something is coming to clear the path, some sort of destruction, like especially your mentality. Something has to be destroyed so that we can rebuild. You know, there's a need to start from the ground up, like the foundation could have been shaky. I also see this as an anxiety attack, like it just maybe comes out of nowhere. All these thoughts just whirling around, and you are nervous, you are overthinking, you're allowing thoughts to consume you, negative thoughts. It just looks like very stormy energy. And maybe it has to do with some sort of decision that you're needing to make, something that you're thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about some sort of opportunity, financial opportunity, maybe a love opportunity, and things about manifestation. Maybe you are like, why aren't the things I want manifesting? I feel like they will, but something needs to be destroyed. Some sort of bad habit, or it's just we need to clear the path here. Something is old way of thinking. You could be stuck in an old way of thinking. You could be holding on to some sort of old beliefs. Just pay attention to your thought patterns, because I feel like something is you need to let go of some sort of old thought patterns. I'm sorry, I was looking at the lightning. It's lightning in both of these cards, in a storm, in clouds. There's problems with communication. Someone is not speaking how they feel. I also feel that maybe someone is going to get exposed. Someone's thoughts are going to be exposed. Or at some point, outside forces are going to step in to put you either on the path that you need to be on, or to take you away from a path that you're on. It all depends. And I also feel like maybe a literal storm could take place. So wherever you live, there could be a possible rainstorm, a volcano, or an earthquake, anything that is kind of destructive, because something needs to be purified within. Just like how, Mother Nature does things when it seems like there's a lot of disruption on Earth. Even those of y'all in Chicago, I'm from Chicago, and it seems so good whenever, like, if in the summertime when it just starts raining a lot, because it seems like all that heat triggers like violence, or people being irritated with each other. So that rain helps to like cool things off and restructure things. I just feel like something needs to be shaken within the soul, so that you can get back on track, so that you can take your power back and focus better. And it does look like you get your focus back with the man holding a coin. Yeah, so those are the messages. I could really go on, but I didn't even mean to go this long for you guys. But hopefully the messages resonated. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.